What's up, guys? It's Chris with the Nerd Gang here with Brian,
Hey everybody.
doing commentary for our Mechikabura versus King Cold matchup. Take it away, Bri.
Yeah, so I'm playing King Cold here. Turn one, I play Anticipated Onslaught Field, which I drew a life, or I took a life and drew a card for the leader effect. When I play a field once per turn on the unawakened side, and then Anticipated Onslaught drew a card off that as well, and passed.
And I'm playing
So,
Mechikabura Wish, charged Black Smoke Unison, dead card in the deck coming out. Mechikabura swing, search for Dragon Balls. Just like some of the other Wish leaders, he gets to take 2 from life and or deck. Main targets in Mechikabura. There I grabbed Yearning for the Dragon Balls. That one can be used as a 0 for 5 combo, basically. You can also send a battle card to a warp, but again, it's mostly used for fodder for the Dark Empire Strikes Back, which is a 1-drop that becomes a 0-drop if you have a Mechikabura Wish Leader. So you would discard that along with another Dark Dragon Ball, a Black Demon Realm Race, or a Black Demon God card, and then you would draw 2, and then your opponent would send a battle card from their drop area to their warp. And once you have 7 Dark Dragon Balls in your drop area, you can wish and flip over. And that would also have your opponent send a battle card from their drop to warp. But King Cold doesn't play very many battle cards, so a lot of my battle card to warp skills are going to waste in the matchup. Big reason
in the
why
early
I
game.
charged... Yeah, in the early game for sure. Big reason why
Yeah.
I charged the Black Smoke Dragon. He gets bonuses when stuff gets sent from drop to warp.
When you activate Wish on your leader, what do you wish for?
You wish to send another card to the warp from the drop area. So again,
That's,
it's
yeah,
kind of
I would
wasted
wish
in
for
this
that.
matchup. Like I would have wished
Yeah.
for more than that.
Yeah.
I like when Oolong wished for girls' panties.
Yeah. The most comfortable
Yep,
pair of underpants.
yep, classic wish. Or when Android 17 wished to put everything back together.
Yeah.
Straight good guy.
That wish happens a lot as well.
Yeah. Alright, so this is
Think-
Demon God Toa Ritual at Hand. It's a 4-drop, but activate main for 1 black. If your leader card is Toa or Mechikabura, and you have 2 or more Dark Dragon Balls in your drop area, you can play this card from your hand, then place up to 2 Dark Dragon Balls from your deck to your drop, and then shuffle. And when she's played, she's a 10k blocker, and she has an auto. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and send it to its owner's warp. Your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and sends it to their warp, and then draws 1 card. So it looked like he warped Spaceship 1 there.
Yep, warp the spaceship. That is a great card.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Especially the
I'm
recycling
not
of
sure
it.
if I had another. Yeah, exactly.
So off of the toe, I pitched 2 more Dragon Balls, which is 6 for the turn. Pretty
Yeah,
good.
turbo.
Yeah, nice opening there.
Let's see.
There's the finger point talking about
There's
locals.
the finger point when I forgot to put out that card there.
Therefore making every other play of the game invalid.
Yeah, yeah,
But you did the
yeah.
good guy thing, and you admitted that you forgot to put it out.
Well, a good guy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good thing to do, of course. We realized it at the end of game one, and we realized it when I went to go find it from my deck and realized it because I didn't see it in my hand. Luckily, so we played the whole game as if it were out, and it was not. So, yeah, I endured endless torment, and I've never done that since.
Never done it since. It's now probably a month and a half since you did it, and we're still talking about it.
Yeah, yeah. So I play the spaceship there to get to draw, take a life off my leader effect, and then I can take a life off the spaceship, but I don't, and then my leader card gets 10k and double strike for the turn. which is great because yes, it telegraphs Champa's a little bit sneakier, but when you're sitting there with that, it makes your opponent think about it. They're preparing for it, they're saving the gates for it, so you can either sneak other attacks or take out a unison. I think it's an excellent card. And the effect when you pop it is fantastic to take a marker from a unison. So when you swing on a unison, after you play that with your leader, you can take 3 markers off.
Yep. Leader swing
Yeah.
blocked by Toa.
Yep. Blocked by Toa.
Which, I mean, you knew it was coming, but at least you got the blocker off the board.
Yep.
Like you said, it
I think
telegraphs the
maybe
double strike, but at that point, it's you're willing to get that blocker off the board.
yeah, exactly.
Makes room for your other threats to get through later.
I'm not sure if I'd play another card here or just try to awaken. Thinking about it. Pass. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have my unison yet. I like to awaken with the unison, but King Cold you always feel pretty good because I have 3 negates available once you have 3 field cards. You can pop a field to get 10k for an activate battle once a turn. Um, and then sometimes, when you pop a field, anticipated onslaught lets you pop a 2-drop or less. So, you can really just punish people until you're ready to go in.
Yep. Alright, this 1-drop is Mechikabura, Ritual at Hand. It's a 1-drop cantrip, so when it's played, draw a card. It's got an activate main for 1 black. If your leader card is Mechikabura only card, look it up to 7 cards from the top of your deck. Play up to 1 black Toa, Shroom, or Salsa card with an energy cost of 4 and 15,000 power or less among them. Then shuffle your deck, and you cannot activate main on copies of this card for the turn. So there's a whiff on so many targets in the deck.
Yeah, that hurts.
That is a top 7 for. I mean, to be fair, I did not run shrooms in this deck at this point. It was only Toas and Salsas. I feel like the Salsa is the better card, and I was running in my energy there is 1-drop Masked King that helps me to search out my 6-drop King Vegeta. So I chose to run that in the slot that I would run the shrooms.
Gotcha.
Which helps me whiff. So
yeah, Shroom. I think Shroom is it's scary too. Yeah, so there's the free negate.
Yep.
And it can pop battle cards that add up to 3. So it's just such an amazing card. You could take out unlimited tokens,
and
blockers.
I had to swing because I had to find that 7th ball. So that opened up my Mechikabura to just get toasted, which he had already whiffed on his play anyway, so he deserved it.
Yeah, I played him against the Piccolo Junior Eradicator of Peace. So they combo up, or even before they swing with that, So it's just crazy, the removal power. That's what I mean by punishing. You think, okay, well I'll just swing. No, you're punished. Oh, I'll just play this. No, counterplayed, and then pop this card, pop the field card, pop one of your battle cards. It's just, I honestly though, going back to the Shroom, having some removal is always nice.
Yeah, and after watching our teammate Zach play with Shroom, I do see the value of Shroom. And I still do not see the value in my Black Smoke Dragon Unisons. Which, spoiler alert, I played later in the game and swing with it, even though it has a permanent where it can't swing. There, I was forced to discard the Dark Empire Strikes Back, and I did not have a target in hand to pitch to draw 2. So I literally just discarded it so I could awaken, so I could wish. So that was a big feels bad right there too.
Yeah, I'm not sure I realized that at the time.
Yep. Because I originally put it down and picked it back up, probably because there was nothing in my hand to hit with it, and then decided to do it anyway to flip over, draw one, ready one.
Yeah, and now I'm very aware to, what battle cards I want to play, knowing that you have the potential to steal them.
Yep. Activate main if all of my energy is black and I choose one card in my hand and place it at the bottom of my deck. I can choose one of two effects. The first one is choose one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less and negate its skills for the game. Switch that card to active mode and gain control of it. The second choice is remove 7 Dark Dragon Ball cards in your drop area from the game. If you do, this card gains triple attack for the turn. So here I summon Black Smoke Dragon, Offering of Destruction Unison. It's X cost, no specified cost, so I summon it for 1. It has Rejuvenate to remove 4 markers. It also has a permanent that it can't attack, but here I am attacking with it regardless. It has Activate Main once per turn to add a marker to it. So you summon it for 1, it goes up to 2. It does have a -1. Activate Main, your opponent sends 1 battle card from their drop area to their warp. You place up to 2 Dark Dragon Ball cards from your deck in your drop area, shuffle your deck, and draw 1 card. So if you open with this turn 1, it's another way to get 2 more balls into your drop area.
Yep. Yep. So I negate that swing that should never have happened.
Right. The
I thought he
swing
was
should
just
never happen.
Cooler Shenron,
You negate.
you know.
And then I decide,
negate
you know
and
what?
give
I'm
you
just
the-
going to steal that card.
Yeah.
Because
So that negate
4 or
is
less.
his effect is still, active on my side. So when you play him, and he's 1 because of the amount of fields I have out. 1 energy, play him, and the opponent, if they attack leader cards, they have to discard a card each time. So not having any battle cards or any targets for him to swing on, even to gain anything feels nice because
Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, I took the body from you, but I can't do anything with it because of the lingering effect.
yeah.
But there we swing anyway.
There you go. Yep. So
Discard.
yeah,
And there's another free negate that pops the King Cold.
yeah.
That's
Popped
it.
immediately.
Yep.
It's just crazy. You can tap out and King Cold and not really worry about it between the free negates and the free plays that already exist for green.
And that forces a pass.
Yeah.
Do you
King
restand
Cold's not
too
really
when
a
you
fast
awaken?
deck. Yes, he's a
Okay,
restand
so that's
too.
why you waited last turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
I was
you
wondering
said, you
if
want
I
that
was.
unison play.
Yeah, it's really nice. And you want to be able to play 2 field cards that turn if you can, so to draw off your unawakened and then draw off your awakened side as well.
Mm-hmm.
King Cold is really a deck about, you need some momentum, and when you're building up a lot of fields and you have a way to recur them, and you're getting a fat hand from recurring your fields and just drawing constantly. If you're not recurring fields, you're not drawing, because you don't draw and swing with this leader, so you need to either have them in hand to play and play them off the unison, or have the Berry Blue out and play them from your drop area. But Berry Blue's tough. Everyone knows about her, so everyone tries to take her out as soon as they can, if they can. So, to me, she's a later game card to play, because she's not going to hang out turn after turn, and you can't recycle your cards till you're awakened. So even though on turn 2 a lot of people can awaken with King Cold, it just depends on the matchup and how you want to do it.
Yeah, I don't exactly know why we were just discussing the Captain Ginyu, and I literally just handed it to you to read out of my hand. Like,
Yeah,
maybe because you popped the King Cold.
it was. I didn't know you were playing that, and I just popped it because I had multiple negates. And then I think you were telling me about that. You were like, "Did you know I had that card?" It's like, no, that was just good luck. Yeah, then I forgot where I was on my turn. Trying to decide when I want to awaken, I think. Yeah, so I just awaken right away.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
For nothing.
for nothing. Yeah, we'll have to see what I'm thinking. Yeah, yeah. So I take 2 markers with leader swing, which is nice.
Yeah, that's the play you were talking about earlier with sacking
Yeah,
the spaceship field.
yep. Yeah, it just feels so good. It's like no matter what you do, you're losing a marker. And it's great for those unisons with double strike, dual attack, triple strike, triple attack, stuff like that, where you can pop the if they gain those skills, I mean, with a minus.
Hmm.
Because if you take a marker away from them, they'll lose that skill.
Yep. Even in the mirror match, like if you had King Cold mirror match with the Bardock. Or
Yeah.
no, it's King Vegeta, the
No.
unison.
Yes. Yeah, the King Vegeta unison. You
So if
wouldn't
they
know because
would
I haven't got to play it yet.
right. So if they would activate battle to give them triple, you could just pop spaceship, and they lose a marker, losing triple.
Yep. That's real. It's just you just feel so comfortable with King Cold if you have that momentum and enough of a structure built up after a couple turns.
Hmm.
But you only have 2 fields, no battle cards. Uh, doesn't feel great, but my hand is pretty good. Oh, here you go.
All right, my hand was hot garbage, so I just go for it. I just banish all 7 balls for triple attack because it does draw all 3 times that you swing. So of course, what shuts that down?
Yeah, dormant. But you only get 1 more attack after this one.
Yeah, so the attack is not negated, as you were alluding to, and I get my draw.
Yep. There's your Ginyu.
Combo the Ginyu that I showed you.
Yeah.
But if you'll notice, I showed you a foil Ginyu, and I just comboed a non-foil Ginyu. So I already
That
have
is
another
funny.
one. Swing again, get the second draw. Lose out on my third draw. Feels bad.
Yeah.
Oh, in your hand, I see. Is that a blue impulse? Right in the front there?
Yes, it is. Yep. I love that card. I think I only run 1 and then maybe 1 or 2 in the side sometimes, but it's just fantastic. Like that's. I was talking about the punishing aspect. King Cold. Oh wow! I just play him for 2, just for a body, or for 1, I think actually.
Yeah, because it's reduced by 1 for each field, correct? But he has a
Yeah.
specified cost of 1 green.
Yes.
Literally, that
Let's
just
talk
gives
about
me
the.
it gives me a target to just steal from you. But since I'm
Yeah.
under dormant, I can't swing with it, so just pass turn.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was swing. I sorry. I thought I played that on my turn. That makes much more sense. Gotcha.
Yeah, no, that was on my second leader swing.
Yeah, just so I could get a body out.
Hmm. Yeah, because dormant saves you from having to face another swing.
Yeah.
So why not get the 15k on board? Now it's focused breakthrough in front of your hand. Hey, you're running all the tech pieces.
I think you.
Blue impulse is a
Are,
good charge in this matchup. You see, I'm not really playing
yeah.
anything
Yeah.
on your turn.
Yep. It would have been perfect for your poutines if you had built up a board and played a poutine on me. That's what I was
Hmm.
kind of saving it for. But you're 7 life still, so
Yeah, it's the one thing I really like about Mechikabura. You can awaken at 7, 8 life, and you just chill. And you steal battle cards, and you can stay up. You don't need to spend energy, because you can just bottom a card from your hand and steal a battle card 4 or less, and just swing with it. And then the Ginyu pops something you stole to play the Ginyu, and he is a double strike. He's a 20k double strike. Drops to a 10k on the opponent's turn, but you don't really care. You don't need him to stick around. Usually, it's usually just a surprise.
Yeah, so I swung and super comboed on that. I think just to filter, and I hit gold because I drew the berry blue and the unison.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, go ahead and play the berry blue. I still search top 7 for my unison or a field card. Looks like I didn't do that. Yeah, I skipped over that. I should have drawn off the berry blue. That was my mistake, but
So
I go
what?
ahead and
So
play the spaceship.
you paid one to play the berry blue, forgot to check the top, and then what? Pay a green to recur a field spell
Yes,
from the drop.
exactly.
Gotcha. All right. So the leader was 10k double from the
10k
spaceship.
double. Yep.
Okay. I
Yep.
negated with not even a scratch. It's a great negate for black, especially black decks that need to draw more. Because you
Yeah.
gotta activate main, you can pay one, send it from the drop to the warp to draw one.
And like you said, you don't need to use a lot of energy on your turn, so just using one to see another card is great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I tap out for the unison.
Green's okay tapping out with the
Yeah.
unison. That gives you dormant. That gives you charismatic.
Yep. I still have. I saw one Royal Supremacy in hand.
You just +1 with no target.
Yes,
Yeah.
+1, no target for the field.
I took the 15k swing there.
There I go. Remove my
Yeah,
die from my
removing your unison counters. It's fine with me. Place the unison in the drop, please.
Yeah.
Just real quick, without even doing anything else, I just take the king cold.
Yeah. I don't know if that or Berry Blue is a better choice. Obviously, you can swing with King Cold,
Well,
but
that's why I took king cold here. I believe I'm
they
going
hit
to
the
swing
unison.
into unison. Yep.
Yep.
Because the idea is to clear the unison, but of course you can just free play. And you see the
Free
disgusted
play.
toss of the king cold back to your drop area.
I don't like to let people keep control of my battle cards for long.
Right, they're yours, right? So here's
They're mine.
the other really bad thing that happened to me this game is I didn't realize when I did it, when I banished my balls to get triple attack, I now lost the ability to summon my salsas and toas for only one black, because you need to have at least 2 Dark Dragon Balls in your drop area. So now my hand is just clogging up with 4 drops that I should have been able to pay 1 for, and now I cannot.
Yeah.
So there was I paid the 1 and banished the or sent to the warp the not even a scratch to draw a card. And now I'm comboing with the salsa because I can't summon it for 1, and I didn't want to tap out to play a card that was just going to draw me a card.
Yeah. Because King Cold's Unison is just capable with that triple strike. The leader can double strike, so when it's time to push, it can push pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
5-drop Frieza when that gets played, and then gets its effect off. Yeah, the warped cooler counter off the super combo. But I do really like that card actually. You can't if you run solely Frieza Charismatics, you get 1 counterplay per turn. But you know, now several times it's happened where I get to play the cooler first, then Charismatic, and it just feels
Yeah,
so good.
that's living the dream right there. And you
That's living the
just top
dream.
deck the charismatic there too.
Especially when when the opponent has 8 or more cards and they have to discard. So they drop their battle card, you play a 15k body, it becomes 20k body when you have the other field out. And yeah. Okay, so what am I doing?
Charging a
Carefully.
charismatic, and the cojones on this guy. Like you're saying, I guess you're banking on you can only do it once per turn, and really, I mean, the majority of the battle cards I've played have been your battle cards, and they're not being played. They're switching sides.
Yeah, exactly. Like I find them clogging up my hands in this deck actually at 4. I might go to 3, but then you know you're gonna miss it. So I play Terrified Realization Field, really beautiful looking card I think, and then drawing 1 for that when that's placed in my battle area, and 1 for leader. Then go ahead for the big 5-drop Frieza, reduces cost by 1 for every 2 field cards in your battle area, and drop. Extra cards, not field cards. So heavy green extra cards. So he gets 5k. All my Frieza clan cards get 5k because there's 4 fields out, including Terrified.
Negate that with not even a scratch.
Yeah. Yep. Which is good, but I kind of like that. So you drop a card for that, spend energy for that. Then I do his effect. Sack Unstoppable. Remove, drop, take anything on the board, ignoring Barry, put it in the drop, and then pick a card from hand.
Hit the Dark Mask King, one of the finishers
Dark
in my
Mask
deck.
King. Yeah, and then he restands. It's the last part of that effect. So that's just great for 3 energy.
Yeah, it can do a lot of damage in conjunction with which field you choose to pop.
Exactly.
With
Yep.
3 of your 4 field non-starting out field cards have effects when they're popped.
I think I didn't take the counter off of him, but once I popped that, see, I play it there.
Yep.
Once I popped that 4th field, he would have lost that for that turn. Yeah, then recur that.
He's still
to
base
my leader
20, right?
double. He's base 25.
Base 25.
That made him up to 30. Yeah. So maybe you wouldn't have comboed anyway, but
I still haven't seen a super combo.
ooh. Are you running the Toa sparking one?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's tough after you. Oh, Kai. Yeah, Kai negate.
There's a Kai negate.
Well, that's one swing too late, but
Yep. I probably just pulled it off of life because I took the double strike damage.
yes,
So
exactly.
Supreme Kai of Time Labyrinth Unleashed is counterattack. Negate the attack and play this card. The permanent says if you or your opponent have 3 or more cards in their warp, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 2, so she becomes a 1-drop. Auto, if your leader card is black, when this card is played using its counterattack skill, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and send it to its owner's warp. At the end of the turn, play any card sent to a warp by this skill to their owner's battle area with their skills negated for the turn. So I banished your Berry Blue there. I believe you already used her effect to replay Spaceship anyway. So
Yes. Yep.
really, like, it was kind of like I chose the active mode card to banish in case if you needed to combo.
Yes. I think that was smart. And you could, if you had something big, you could play and try to swing on the Frieza.
Sure. Yeah, and it was good on you for activating Berry Blue's effect in the short window before it was a possibility to be popped.
I think that's probably why I forgot to draw. I was so excited to just get her effect off, because a lot of times I'll play her right off of the anticipated onslaught in the early game, and then, opponents going into their turn 2, they have a way to -5 to a card, or actually she might be a 9k.
I thought she was a 4K.
No, she's a 4k. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, she's very vulnerable. So yeah, it's good. I mean, when you have her out, you're guaranteed your leader's 25k double every turn.
And it looks like also that before you passed, you did swing with Unison, but I negated that with Darkness Judgment.
I see. Yeah.
Which again, being able to keep up all of the energy offensively left me the ability to use 3 separate negates that turn. Darkness Judgment does have a permanent that if your opponent has 3 or more cards in their warp, that you can activate the activate battle skill of this card from your hand for free, which is choose one of your cards that gets 5k. So, meh. But here's a tap 5 for Shenron the Wishgranter. Permanent, card can't attack. It's 25k. Auto, Sparking 7. When you play this card, draw 2, then choose one of these effects. You can choose up to 4 of your energy and switch them to active mode. You can choose one battle card with an energy cost of 3 or less from your drop area and play it. Or you can choose one of your leader cards or battle cards, and it gets plus 15,000 power and triple strike for the duration of the turn. So looking at what you have available and knowing what green can do, instead of giving my leader the triple strike, I just go ahead and restand 4 energy, just in hopes to survive the next turn.
Yeah, that card is pretty crazy combo with your deck. If you pull it off right and get that triple attack, triple strike.
It was 99% unplayable until this leader came out.
Yeah, it is pretty sick. And your deck is very defensive, so...
Yeah. I do remember, in fact, on this night, Zach saying, why didn't you just give your leader triple? He was at 3 life. And who knows? Maybe it would have worked out. But I honestly was just worried about stopping the onslaught of your next turn. Because like I said, with as many free negates as you play, like your deck can get out of control real quick. Here's another instance where I play a Black Smoke Dragon for 1, uses Activate Main to add a marker, and then -1 to make you send a battle card from your drop to your warp, and then that lets me search my deck for 2 balls, put them in the drop, shuffle, draw a card. So I knew all the balls were gone, so I just shuffled just to draw a card. Again, a permanent that it can't attack, but I'm pretty sure I turn it sideways here against you.
As long as we keep it consistent.
Yeah, we consistently play cards. Yeah, there, steal the berry blue.
Oh, pop it right away.
Pop it right away for Ginyu. Alright, so Ginyu the Body Snatcher, 20k double strike, permanent. It gets -10 power during the opponent's turn. And the Activate Main on it is how it gets played. Choose one battle card you gain control of from your opponent with one of your card's skills and place it in the owner's drop area, then play this card from your hand. So it's 20k double. Swinging in with Majin Buu as a combo piece, taking him up 25 double.
Yeah.
Sack spaceship, take a counter, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's so useful.
The spaceship also give you a 10k boost when you sack it?
Any field card, that's the leader's activate battle. Yes, when you pop 1, you get a 10k boost for the battle.
Yeah, so that's why you only needed to ditch a 5k to get out of that.
Yep. Yeah, you have 1 free defensive super combo every turn.
Plus an effect off of it.
But yeah, plus an effect, plus 2 effects off of it, because for some of the cards, Terrified doesn't have an effect when it's popped, but everything procs anticipated onslaught once per turn that you can pop a 2-drop or less when another field card is removed.
So now looking back, and I can see your hand a little bit during this match. If I would have gave my leader triple, I probably would have won the game. You do not have any free negates in hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And you just let me take you down the 1.
The second aspect of the game.
And then what's crazy is there's my Kai sitting there on board. Like, yeah, she's a 5k. But again, peeking at your hand, I don't know if you would have been able to get out if I could have took her to 20 or even 15.
Yeah,
I could have comboed Shenron. I could have comboed Shenron off the field 1 for 10 and made that Kai a 15.
Probably could have taken it. Yeah,
that would have been real sneaky win. Potential win.
King Cold's hand is scary big, but it's kind of deceiving sometimes. There's been multiple times now where my opponent has said, they don't want to do this or that because my hand is too big, and they don't know that most of my hand is not usable at that time.
Yeah, they're dead cards in your hand.
they're dead cards, but you puff up. You have a defense mechanism and you look big, scare away people.
I like it.
And I guess that's what happened. Yeah, because you really pushed out a lot of cards that turn.
Yes,
Freestanding four, you
surprisingly, yeah,
added 2 turns in
yeah,
a row.
surprisingly out of nowhere.
Yeah, so I recur that. So all the pieces are locked in. That's my fourth field, which boosts him. So you Poutine,
And
and
Demon God Poutine Ritual at hand. Counterattack. If your leader card is a black Mechikabura only card, negate the attack and play this card. And then the auto is if it's your opponent's turn and you choose one card in your hand and place it at the bottom of your deck. When this card is played, your opponent can't attack for the turn unless they choose 2 cards in their hand and send them to their warp each time.
yeah, very good card. And here I'm realizing that I shouldn't have charged Focus Breakthrough. I finally gave
Right.
up on it.
Yeah.
I gave,
Yeah, you warped
fin-
one, you charged one, and then finally I dropped the poutine.
yeah, that was good timing. So we're just discussing the floodgate effect and whether or not that would be active, which it would not have been. So yeah, it happens.
See that fist pound?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It happens. But you've only got one card in hand. I
Yeah.
think I have enough because yeah, I can restand him, pop a field, minus your unison, take that card from your hand.
Yep. And
Yeah, pop another 2 drop. That was just for free. Just to restand my 30k double strike card. That was the cost of that.
yep.
It's just
And
crazy.
then terrified realization triggers and pops the poutine.
Anticipated onslaught. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And then swinging with the unison, activating his -3, and dropping cards for Poutine. But
Yep.
yeah, snuck it in.
Yeah. All right. Good game, bro.
Good game, man. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.